Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to today's Powerboost. We all like to be happy, right? Sometimes it happens that we get affected by what someone says, by someone's attitude, different behaviors, different things happen in life. And very common belief is that because what you said, because what you did, this is how I feel, and we point the finger, right? But at the same time, we're becoming also more and more aware. We are awakening more and more to a reality or to a truth that ultimately no one really can do anything to me unless I allow it, right? And in spirituality, we are also learning about protecting the self, but in a way, it doesn't block the heart, it doesn't become a defense, but to learn to protect the self in a very meaningful way. And the best protection really is to maintain a very pure, a very positive attitude, to always have a very pure and positive intention towards everyone, even though someone who keeps pushing our buttons. Because unless I remain positive, I stay connected to something that is positive, I will get affected. I will move into a weak place within, and the lower frequencies will start to emerge. Lower tendencies that have lower frequencies that are ultimately harmful to the self. And of course, there are then also problems in relationships. If I have strong self-respect, if I value my inner peace, if I value having good feelings, if I value being happy, if I maintain a pure and positive intention towards others, no matter what they do, what they say, how they behave, that pure intention, that positive intention that I hold within myself towards the other one becomes the means of protection for my own pure feelings. And in this way, nothing can really affect me. And the more inner power we have, and we are able to really maintain in a very pure and positive space within, no matter what's happening on the outside, we are able to bring a shift maybe even that will affect the other one in a positive way. And even if they continue, but within your own self, you stay protected without defending, without closing your own heart, without having any negative feelings, negative thoughts towards the other one. I know this approach may sound very challenging, but is ultimately very liberating, and something that we may not be so aware many times is it's because of my own inner weaknesses, because of some lower tendencies that are still within my own self, that we get affected, that we have negative thoughts. That means there's a lack of inner power. There's somewhere within a lack of truth. And in order to change that, the method is to remain positive, is a conscious effort. Positive towards the self in order not to give in to that weakness, but hold on to your truth, to the value of your inner peace, inner harmony, of feeling good. And to the extent that I can hold that for myself, I can hold that also for others, even though they are, worst case, in one or another form of behave or act in one or another form of violence. It is challenging, but this is the only way how ultimately we can become free, because on the spiritual path, we understand that we are originally non-violent beings, not just non-violent, but the embodiment of purity, peace, love, truth, power, right? So if I really make this to my, or as my aim, returning back to my original truth, I will have to let go of any form of weakness and negativity. Negativity comes from weakness. And the more we realize that, the stronger the self becomes. It also becomes easier and easier to connect to something positive, pure, within the other one, even though they don't express it. So it requires an inner power on myself, on my own side, to maintain this pure vision for someone else. And we know that there's no, whatever is happening doesn't happen by chance. There's a very powerful law, the law of cause and effect, that's working on us, on our actions all the time. So sometimes we have to endure a little bit in order to, or tolerate, in order to develop that strength where I'm able to really hold a very pure intention towards the other one, even though the other one is really not doing something very good, but is actually, acting in a very unpleasant, provocative, harmful manner. And the more we practice that, you really start to enjoy it, because you realize this is where your power is. And the moment I give in to negativity, to blame, to a form of reasoning where I make the other one the cause for how I feel, is really I'm defeating or deceiving myself. I get defeated by deceiving the self. So these were a few things that I wanted to share, and now we'll have a meditation. And in the meditation, we will also become clear of how do we maintain this pure intention or positive intention, pure feelings for anyone and everyone, no matter what. And that includes the self. Yeah. So we sit relaxed, sit comfortably with straight back. And just become aware, first of all, about the surrounding you are in, physical space. Become aware of your body, the posture of the body. So simply to become more present by consciously becoming aware, using your sense organs. And then we connect to the breath. Bring your attention, your focus, your consciousness to your breathing as we inhale and exhale. and then become even more subtle. Bring the attention up to the center of the forehead, and we can visualize a tiny point of beautiful light just behind the forehead, the point of inner stillness. So let us now move within, move into our own inner subtle world. And there I connect to the point of stillness. Whatever is happening in the mind, I temporarily put it aside. And the intention is first of all just to become still and silent within. Maybe take note of the many different thoughts in your mind. Let them come, let them be, let them go. And as I focus on the point of stillness, I'm becoming that point. I can still see the mind going here and there, but I'm now observing, and I'm anchored in my inner point of stillness. As I allow myself to look deeper within, it is as if I dive through the ocean, through the waves, deep into the ocean, deep into the core of my own being. And I connect to my eternal truth, my eternal innate qualities, the qualities of every human consciousness, of every human being. I am. I acknowledge hereby my own presence, my own existence. And I am beautiful, unique being of light. I am a peaceful being, pure, clean, stable and steady within, completely undisturbed. I'm anchored in the essence of my own goodness. There is no need to engage in all the different kind of thoughts and feelings that emerge. I have a more robust, elevated aim to stabilize in the essence of who I am, a pure, peaceful, loving, joyful being of truth. In my original state of being, this is who I am. This is what I embody. And this truth applies to everyone. Every human being is good, but for different reasons over a long period of time. Our consciousness got polluted. We have imbibed, taken on board unhealthy tendencies. Our thinking became weak. Our actions started to cause harm and sorrow to the self and others. But no matter how badly someone behaves, is something I understand, but I also understand that originally that one is also a being that belongs to God, the ocean of love, a being that was pure and clean and peaceful. So let me not get sidetracked by how people act without minimizing their wrongdoing. Let me stay in my own inner truth and evoke that pure feeling of mercy. You can see that one has moved away so far from their own truth. It's nothing to be punished, to be upset about or angry about. It's my brother's soul. I feel mercy. And I also have mercy for myself, that even under provocation, I do not allow, I do not give permission to succumb to any lower frequency and cause self-harm. That's what anger does, hatred does. Blaming is not a solution. I have to connect to the ocean of love, the eternal parent, the eternal mother. Take power and allow myself to be healed by this pure love, so that I become strong and able to maintain a pure, positive intention towards my own self and everyone else at all times. It seems to be a big task, but if I start with myself, step by step, I become stronger and stronger. And the reward of truth is priceless. This is how we build inner strength. It is easy to get angry. It takes power to remain loving. Mercy is a manifestation, expression of love.